What a nail-biting finale to the 2017 edition of the Sime Darby LPGA Malaysia. Kate Burton alongside me, Ali Whitaker. Wow. My goodness me, this is the 8th edition of this tournament, Ali, and we have not witnessed such a dramatic conclusion to the day's play.
There were darts being thrown from almost every player on the golf course today. It was truly spectacular. I'm still trying to get my mind around what happened, but I think eventually it'll all settle in.
So many players all of a sudden entered the mix. It looked like it was going to be a two-horse race between Shan Shan Feng and Kristie Kerr, who had the overnight lead by just the slender margin of one shot. All of a sudden, we were looking at a playoff.
It was absolutely incredible, and the finish, we shouldn't even give it away, should we? But it was truly something to be seen.
So many highlights to enjoy. Here they are now with Peter Donegan.
An incredible Sunday in Malaysia and a couple of youngsters making their mark. The 19-year-old Nelly Corder came up with a final round of 65 to finish in equal 5th spot. 1 year her senior at 20, Canada's Brooke Henderson. The round of the day, 64, and that would take her to 13 under par and also up into that 5th position. Beautiful shot there at the 5th for Brooke. Inji Chun also made a significant charge on the final day. Looked as though she might have been the one to emerge from the pack at one stage. That at the 9th, on the way to a 66 and a -12 total. But here was one of the big moments of the final round. Kristie Kerr standing on the tee at 7. Straight away, she knew it was trouble. And trouble it was. And in fact, she had to go back to the tee and she would make a double bogey, and things were looking a little shaky for the great champion. But she did what great champions do. She bounced back, and this birdie at 9 got her back on track. What a week it's been for the 30-year-old American Jackie Concolino, out in 33 today. This a birdie putt at 11. She would eventually fall just one short at 14 under. And the same applied to Danielle Kang, who seemed to come out of nowhere. And this downhill birdie putt or eagle putt at the 12th helped her to a 14 under par tally, a closing round of 66. Stacey Lewis came up with one of the shots of the day. She didn't even know this had happened because she can't see the putting surface at 13, as you can see. But have a listen to this. Bang, slam dunk in the hole, and Stacey would also finish in a tie for 5th. But Kristie Kerr, this was a big moment late in the day. A remarkable birdie after hitting it in the trap left off the tee at 16. Her main rival at the start of the day, Shan Shan Feng, looked as though she was having one of those days, but incredibly, she was able to keep herself in the mix. It took her 16 holes to register her first birdie of the day, and then she did this at 17 and set up the birdie. And we had a 4-way tie coming up the last, but the tie was broken in the most spectacular of circumstances. This, Kristie Kerr's putt for birdie before Shan Shan had putted at the final hole.
I don't know. It was a perfect club into the green, and I just fanned it out to the right. I mean, obviously, it was meant to be right there. I mean, you could hit it close and miss it, and obviously, it was meant to be right there. So, yeah, you know, it was a tough day all around. Delay, you know, I was starting to play better, and it just didn't make many putts. But what a way to win.
Well, she made the putt that mattered most. A 35-foot putt on the 18th hole to win by 1, avoid a playoff, and to deny Danielle Kang, Jackie Concolino, and Shan Shan Feng the chance of Shan Shan having another stab at the title. Well, you have to feel a little bit sorry for the girls. Danielle Kang, Jackie Concolino, who narrowly missed out with a birdie opportunity of her own on 18.
They did all the right things, to be fair, that chasing pack. Shan Chan really the only one that didn't take advantage of opportunities today. She came into today bogey free. Today she had 2, just not enough birdies on the card.
But Christy Kerr, the story of the day, she rose to the challenge, and it's fitting that she really thrives in competition, but when it has something bigger at stake. We're raising money this week for Cancer Research Malaysia, something that's so important to her. We heard how passionate she was in her after presentation speech.
Well, she herself has raised over $3 million for breast cancer research, and as you said, a completely fitting winner here this week. And it's hard not to feel like there's something bigger guiding her at the moment, especially in these things where cancer research is at stake as well. What an incredible week.
It's her 20th win. She's third on the all-time earnings on the LPGA Tour. And Shan Shan Feng, once again, a bridesmaid in Malaysia. She has had 2 wins. She's been runner-up 3 times. She's going to head to Japan next week to try to successfully defend her crown at the Toto Japan Classic. It's been lovely having you on board. Good job this week, Ali. We're looking forward to the 4th event on the Asian Swing in Japan next week.